I was pretty late to the party for Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Why I checked it out when I did, I just don't know. It's a medical mystery. And by the time I finished the first game, Xenoblade X was already right around the corner. That is, if you lived in Japan. They showed this game a lot at E3, and playing the first one changed my attitude from, oh hey, a new Xenoblade game. I don't think I care. To, Reggie, you insufferable cretin. Have all the money I've earned with yet more to come.
Forget about it. I'm just going home.
In a way, Xenoblade X is a lot like the Wii U itself, sandwiched between more popular and well-received entries. And while Xenoblade X ended up being very good, it's also kind of a mixed bag. There was recently a video by YouTuber Ramses. It was a pretty good video that ended up inspiring me to finish this one, but he only really played the story. And not to say his enjoyment was invalid or anything, but
You're right to be afraid, little girl.
yo, this story sucked. The first Xenoblade probably has my favorite game story ever.
I'll kill you!
And let's just say X is a bit
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
different. A basic overview is that some bland characters get Earth destroyed, oh no. And after wandering in space, they crash land on a planet named Mira. Over the course of 12 chapters, they search for the Lifehold to recover human history, ally with different alien races, and repel attacks from the pranksters that destroyed Earth. I said before that these characters feel emotionless, but it turns out they have pretty good voice actors. I mean, we got voice actors from DBZ, Street Fighter, and Smash Brothers. And despite this, it seems like every scene there's at least one line read.
Well, it's just a title. He can call himself Colonel Squaretash for all I care.
Since I'm high IQ, I understand that joke. It's just like the last game. No, it's not. I couldn't take this story seriously at all. I refused to take it seriously. Yep, I wasn't an anime girl for this playthrough. I was instead the gamer icon.
So thoughtful. I have an idea.
Jared Leto. And this is the greatest plot twist you'll ever see related to Xenoblade X. I'm so sorry. But before we go into that, let's meet some of the party.
I need a machine gun.
There you go. Let's get going.
Alma is a brave leader and... Oh yeah, there's Lynn, who's a 13-year-old rocket scientist. Didn't see that one coming, idiot. She's unbelievably smart. There's nothing wrong with her. Absolute god gamer. She also makes a really funny joke. So funny, in fact, that they had to tell it 70 times. You see, this joke involves eating Tatsu. But he doesn't want to be eaten. But he should be eaten because he's the worst. The last real notable character is Lao. He has a dark, mysterious past with his family. He becomes important for reasons I'll list right... Oh wow, we're robots and we need to find the Lifehold to get our real big boy bodies back. Oh yeah, and the large tower in the middle of everything has a countdown timer till we all die. At least we have some pretty cool alien friends. Oh hey, and Lao's back, everyone. He wants to destroy all of humanity, most of which is innocent, because they killed some innocents that one time. You know, sounds reasonable enough, right? No. But the issue here is that he found someone else he wants to protect prior to turning traitor, and he still does it. What a hero. So, Lao can't join your party anymore, he's just gone. That results in some lost content, but the most you'll miss is him saying, humanity? Bad. Oh, never mind, he's a good guy again, killing lead alien man. And yes, this is the first time he's encountered. That's not entirely true, as the player gets to see him in earlier great cutscenes such as... But yeah, the characters just have to guess. Well, whatever, lead alien man is dead because apparently human DNA is acid to them. You see, they have all this DNA Jay chillin' in the Lifehold to reconstruct their bodies with computers and such, and oh, okay, we're calling this thing Lao now. Might as well call a bypass surgery a rootin' tootin' good time because that is not Lao. Okay, and that's the end of Walmart brand Lao. I guess Elma is also an alien now, so at least we have that to look forward to. Don't worry, cause real brand Lao is alive. Why does it end like this? Overall, us at G4 and X-Play have to give this story a 4 out of 500. Okay, now that I've established that I hate video games and never liked Xenoblade to begin with, let's talk about why this battle system is pretty kickin', brother. Xenoblade X more than doubles the party count from last game. And unlike Xenoblade 1 where each character had wildly different playstyles, X is a bit more samey. You're telling me you can't list the benefits to having fog? However, you'll likely never have a reason to switch off your avatar anyways. This is because you can change your class anytime you want. Your class determines what arts you can learn, what weapons you can equip, and if you fully master a class, you can take those weapons to any dang class you want. Not even Miyamoto himself can stop you. Unlike most RPGs, there's not really a designated healer. Instead, your teammate says, shoot this man, shoot him! And despite that being a bit blunt, you do shoot him, and you both get healed. And at the end of the day, everyone's happy except for that one guy you shot and killed. And also, unlike the first game, we have a resource meter, tension points. 1,000 will allow you to use special arts, and 3,000 will let you revive a downed ally or activate... Oh, he's gonna reveal the chain attack, he's gonna do it. Overdrive. Okay, make sure that guy doesn't find his way home. Yeah, unfortunately there's no chain attack in this game, but if built for properly, overdrive can be just as good if not— oh, who am I kidding, it's just better. Yeah, later in the game, Xenoblade X has some balance issues. However, it only becomes relevant so late into the game I don't really even see it as a problem. Plus, for me personally, one of the most satisfying parts in any RPG is seeing how strong your character can become, and there being no upper limit in Xenoblade. Okay, I gotta admit, I just like it because it's funny. Xenoblade Chronicles X has a big world. Alright, filled the quota. Around the time this game was released, a lot of open world games had come out in recent years, and some crafty gamers started to note. Why matter if world big, if thing to do small? Monolith made sure this wasn't the case in Xenoblade X. Kind of. You see, there's debates on how big the world actually is, but the general consensus by the community is, oh lordy, coming. And probably mostly as a marketing tactic, they divided the map into hexagonal blocks, ensuring there was at least one interesting thing to do per block. And with nearly 700 segments, just running around the open world is fun, right? Right? Well, there are a lot of people who like just exploring this world. I am not one of them. How could that be? Enemy aggro. Unlike other Xenoblade games, there's no point at which enemies choose not to fight you. This in addition to the fact that you'll need to run like 2 map segments, 3 Wind Waker islands, and 5 Club Penguin screens just to de-aggro makes exploration frustrating. And when you finish that week-long odyssey, you'll just aggro onto something else. Every time a monster you don't see aggroes onto you, it halts your forward momentum to a point where you can no longer momentum forward. What is the point of video games? This is the worst, Oh. It's a common criticism in games that the side content doesn't live up to the quality of the main content. This is also true in Xenoblade X, cause the side content is pretty good. With there only being one major city in the game, it's easy enough to find quests and most of them progress in neat ways. So you save this pretentious guy from thugs and he talks about heroes and stuff and you don't really do anything else with him. But there's a much better chain of side quests where you start a water filtration plant and then you go back to the plant and beings are taking over humans, and if you don't catch on to this quick enough, you can have an interaction that makes another person die. You can even get more aliens to live with humans, and they aren't even bad tier like Manon. And some of them even start up their own companies, allowing you to have more options for gear in the shop. Some of my favorite quests are the Mia missions. You have to help this, to put it bluntly, hopelessly incompetent girl become a soldier by traveling all 5 continents of the game. And eventually, she does become a soldier. And you can even recruit her to your party. And that's not even going into affinity missions where you can get new party members or get more insight into ones you already have. And if you're having problems finding mission objectives, you can just use the follow ball. I think that's all I wanted to say, but... Oh yeah, there's this really cool mission where you have to collect 100 explosives scattered around the city and you find the guy who did it and... It's the same guy! It's the pretentious guy talking about heroes and villains! Oh, dude, I love your work. I can't kill you, man. You're such a good fan. Xenoblade X has a surprisingly active online community, considering it's a Wii U game that was released in 2015. You can join groups of up to 32 people and complete tasks with them that will get you a currency called reward tickets. This is a fun enough way to grind monster drops without fighting the same monster over and over. In addition, you can recruit other people's avatars to your party to help you through a tough mission. Or you could recruit a level 1 avatar and once you level it up, you obtain a medal that will allow you to fight super bosses. Believe it or not, you can tackle these boss fights with other people online. Admittedly, I only got into one of these super boss fights and my teammate refused to help. So I made him take aggro and die, so that was a pretty cool experience. Back in 2015, I was insanely excited for this game, to the point where I pre-ordered the collector's edition. For $90, sure, I got the worst USB known to man or beast, but I also got this art book, which makes up for it. The collector's edition kind of reflects the game itself. They both have low lows but very high highs, and it's overall more than worth it. Is it better than the first game? No. Just no. But it's so different from either Xenoblade 1 or 2 that if you didn't enjoy either, I could still recommend it. Oh yeah, and it turns out the plot of the game is happening within our lifetimes. Yes!